Hi everybody, welcome back to this third installment of Hub Ninja. Okay, in today's tutorial we're going to go over saving your work after you've lost it. There's a lot of different scenarios that can happen where you could lose your work. You could accidentally delete it inside the capsule. You could delete the capsule itself, which there's no way to actually bring the capsule back. If you lost the work inside the capsule and it's already updated without the work in there, and you've already closed the capsule or saved the capsule, then there's no way to get that back in the pages either. So what we're going to go over today is 3 basic ways of getting your stuff back. And the first one's going to be retrieving your work via the Lazarus plugin for Firefox browsers, retrieving lost work from the Google Cache, and retrieving lost work from Control-ZZZ. Okay, we're going to start with the last one first, and I'm going to go ahead and use a hub that I've already got backed up, or log vinyl citing. Let's pretend you've gone through and you've spent hours and hours writing in this capsule, and you've done edits, and you've come back to it. Hub Pages has updated it back and forth. Their backup feature is basically just publishing it to the capsule or saving it to the capsule. So you only have one backup, which is the last one that was performed. And it happens about every minute or so. Okay, so if you were to go in here and you meant to highlight a little bit, but you ended up highlighting all that and deleting it, and then you accidentally did the same thing with something down here, and you deleted it. What you can do is you can hold down the CTRL or the Control key and hit the Z key right afterwards. So you hold down Control, hit Z. It's going to bring back the first thing that you lost. And if you hit this Control Z again, it's going to bring back the second thing you lost. And you can do this 10 times, 20 times, up as far as your browser cache will hold. So basically, Control Z is your knight in shining armor if you're within the hub. Now, even if the hub is backed up and saved, you can still use the Control-Z because it's not based on Hub Pages, it's actually based on your browser. Okay, this also works in just about any Windows program as well. But what happens if you save your capsule and you say, I wanted to delete this photo capsule, and I accidentally deleted this one, and then I hit OK, just working really fast? It's pretty much gone, right? And there's no way to actually bring a capsule back. There's no undo delete capsule feature inside Hub Pages. There should be, but there isn't. So what can you do in this case? Well, if you haven't installed the Lazarus plugin and you're not using a Firefox browser, you're pretty much screwed at this point. But if you do have the Lazarus plugin, which I'm going to show you how to get in a second, and all you have to do is go in and recreate the text capsule, click on edit, and then what you're going to do is you right click, recover text. This is basically a keylogger that's encrypting your content, and all you have to do is find the first couple of words in the paragraph that you had in there, and this is going to be everything that we had in there, and then you just hit save and you're back to where you were. This particular one is a save that I had already separated all the paragraphs on in an earlier edit before I made this movie. Okay, if you have the Firefox browser installed, all you have to do is go into Tools, Add-ons, click Get Add-on, and type in Lazarus. Enter. Sometimes it will not bring it up, or maybe I misspelled it. You can hit Browse All Add-ons, and that's going to open up a web page. And on here, you just type in LAZ, should bring it up. And here you go. It's this one with this little cross right here. So all you have to do is click Add to Firefox, give it allowance, hit Install, and restart your Firefox. It'll basically close and then reboot up. Now you'll know it's installed when you look over to the right bottom, you'll see the little cross right here. If this is not lit up or if it has a circle with a cross through it, then it's not recording your keystrokes. So everything you type into a capsule or any form on the web, it's going to record into this program. And it's also going to encrypt it so nobody can steal it or keylog it. Okay, so once you have all that set up, then it's all automated from there. Anytime you type something into the box, it's going to come up on Lazarus. So for example, if I were to copy all of this, I think it works also when you copy paste. So let's just give that a shot actually. So say you deleted your capsule. All you're going to have to do is open a new capsule. It remembers the window and the handles and everything. So all you have to do is right click in here. You're going to have 2 buttons. You're going to go to Recover Text, and then click on the first one is usually the last thing that was in there. And it brought up all of the stuff that was in that box. And then you just save it. Even if you logged out of Hub Pages and logged back in, again, this is being saved in your browser and it's not being saved on Hub Pages. So this is a great way to save your work. I've saved countless amounts of work. Now the third and final technique I'm going to show you, what you can do as long as Google's already crawled it, and Google crawls Hub Pages pretty quickly and pretty often. And if you want to get that back, what you can do is use Google's cache. And the way that works, you're going to need the URL to your hub to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and use this hub. Just grab a random hub that I've already published and it's been published for a while. Okay, so if I were to come in and edit, so if I accidentally delete this capsule, there's no way to get that back. It's gone. So how do I get that copy back? Well, what you do is you hit done editing and then you grab this address right here and then you go into google.com. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is go into google.com, put in the full address, and it's going to pop up here. Now, in order to get to the cached feature, you have to click on this or hover over this. And if you'll notice, you'll have the same stuff here and the old cached is right here. If you click on cached, it's going to show you a snapshot of the last time it crawled your page. And voila, there's my introduction. So all I have to do is copy this into a text file and then rebuild the hub. And there you go, hub's restored. So you can use the Google Cache to save yourself. This only works if your hub's been published and it's been at least 24 hours and Google has crawled your page. So this won't work on a brand new site or a site that's not been published yet. But it's a neat little trick. You're basically at the point where you've deleted a capsule and you have no backup and no way to get back to. One more trick that I wanted to show you that I'll go ahead and use this for is if you need to create a bullet point list. Great way to format your hub is you want to give it a tab and give it a tab. So basically page break twice, and in the middle you're going to click on this quote sign, which is going to move it into a sort of semi-centered position, and then put a bullet point. Okay, and one thing I noticed is that when you do this, it's going to show up pretty, a little bit better centered than sitting all the way over here. Bullets tend to look better when they're centered as much as possible. But the problem is these are all too close together. So if you have too much text in here, this is going to become a jumbled mess. Now what you can do here is enter, and then hit the backspace key. So enter, backspace, and there you go. You can do this for everything. You want to make sure you have a space on the bottom and the top between. So if you have a paragraph up here, you want to make sure you have a space here. What I do is I usually put 2 spaces or 1, and then you want to make sure you have a space here and then tab down again for the rest of your work. You'll notice how that comes out. It looks a lot cleaner because you could put your bullet point in a box by just using the line feature. Again, make sure it doesn't go anywhere past this guy right here, because if it does, it's going to overlap. So sometimes it just depends on how you write the hub and how you want it to look, but sometimes this will actually look pretty good. And this gives you a nice box. There you go. And that's the end of this lesson. I'll see you in part 4.